August Underground is another notorious movie, but Salo is just another type of movie that just... Ugh, the stuff you see in that movie is not a joke. It's not like they're trying to have fun or anything like that. I've also seen Caligula with Malcolm McDonald, and I've seen Clockwork Orange, and those movies are also disturbing because of the just the blatantness of their killing. There's just no remorse, and just kind of like Schindler's List. But Salo is another animal. I've never seen a movie like this before. I could talk about it, but it won't do you justice unless you sit through the movie. And there's scenes like in this movie that'll really break your heart, that'll really get to your soul, that you'll just pause and you just try to gain your senses, because there's some points in this movie where I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, how could someone film something like this? And it just, nothing can compare with this movie. Salo is the ultimate in disturbing movies. I know this is going kind of long, but this is Salo. This will probably be the only video review that anyone ever shows of this. I won't blame you after seeing the movie. It's that bad, guys. It's that crazy. There's no way you can ever forgive people. How do you forgive someone? Like, I remember reading a review on this, talking about how, saying that like, after people who commit sins like this, there's no way you can ever forgive them. And you damn right, because some of the stuff they do in this movie, there's a scene of someone getting their tongue cut off. Some of the stuff you see in this movie is just, I consider myself a spiritual person, but how can you forgive someone who does something like that, man? It's just like I don't want to spoil the movie, but it's a crazy movie. But yeah, that was my review of Salo, 100 Days of Sodom. If you can find it and you really want to see it, go ahead and see it. But I warn you, it's not like any other movie you've ever seen. You know, maybe if you're I don't know, a sociopath, it might not affect you. But if you're a Nazi or something or anything like that, it's not even overly political. It's just more of a evil. That's the one word I can use to describe the movie: evil. I kind of said the same thing about Holocaust, because although it's a different culture and you don't want to judge, the things that you've seen, the brutality that you've seen people do to other people is just evil. It's just universally evil, and this movie just proves that this is as evil as humanity could get in this movie, Salo. I don't even want to show you the cover too much, because it's a cool cover. That's Pablo right here, the director, and this is some of the characters in the movie. And this movie's no joke, guys. Anyone who's thinking of watching it, who always wanted to get it, I don't really recommend seeing it unless you can handle it, because those other movies that I mentioned, Cannibal Holocaust, Battle Royale, they're also graphic, and I wouldn't recommend anyone watching it unless you can deal with it. DVDM, I don't recommend you watching this, but I know how you love DVDs. But damn, even for me, this is some deep shit. But excuse my language, but this is some deep stuff. And Salo, 100 Days of Sodom. I told you I was not kidding with these DVDs. So please, guys, if you want, put me back in your crew. Maybe I'll review DVDs, but you know, a lot of people were asking, they want to see my DVD collection, and I don't know, man. I mean, I got a big collection. I got a lot of exclusive stuff. I got a lot of limited edition collector's item sets, because I like to get special versions of DVDs. I like to keep my joints in good collection. But I don't know. My VV collection is so unique that I don't feel like you guys can handle it right now. I mean, I might show it in parts. Like, I might show you a list of my favorite top 10 DVDs. Then I might do my favorite movies. Then my favorite horror movies. Or my favorite foreign films or animated films. Just to show you that, you know, what I have and my insight on them. And then I might show you my whole collection at once. But I don't know. If you guys really want to see it, maybe I'll do it next. I don't know. You got to keep nagging me. If you keep nagging me about it, then I'll probably do it. But Salo, I told you I had to go to extreme lengths now. I'm not playing. This is Salo. I got it. This is just one of the exclusives I got. There's another sick movie that I have that I don't want to talk about right now, that a lot of people probably don't know about. I may get into one of these days, but it's up there with Salo too. If anyone who's a fan of Takeshi Mike, who made Each of the Killer, he made Audition. He also has a couple of movies out called Visitor Q and in Imprint. There's a show on Showtime called Masters of Horror, where horror directors have get their own episode to make a horror movie. And Takeshi Mike made a movie called Imprint, which, yeah, that kind of reminds me of Salo. It's probably one of the most graphic movies he's ever made. I got that too, and yeah, it's my last video. Trying to get into the DVD watchers. I don't know how many parts this is gonna go into, but yeah, my last video. I'm not gonna make this a series. If you don't want me, let me know. I'm saying I might still do DVD videos if I feel like it, but that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Salo is one of a kind. I can't do this movie justice. It's extremely dark. It's extremely serious. It's not for fun. I don't watch it for fun. I wouldn't even know why you would watch something like this. It's almost like Cannibal Holocaust kind of had a point to it, kind of had a message to it about people glorifying stuff and not respecting cultures and stuff. Salo is just like, it just shows you the worst in humanity, and it just breaks your heart how you see some of the stuff you see in there. And it might be one of the movies that you might want to pass, not because it's a bad movie, but because it's a really very disturbing movie, man. It's very evil, crazy people in that movie, but demons in that movie. But anyway, like I said I was gonna show you clips of the movie, and I don't know what clips I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pause this video and I'm gonna let you see a clip. Maybe 1 or 2 clips of the movie, just for people who've never seen it, because if you're never gonna see it, you might as well see one video now. This is Macktube. You know I always come at you with the exclusives. And yeah, I'm gonna pause this and think of what video I want to show you. I'm not gonna show you nothing too sick. I just want to show you a scene on my TV of Salo, and then I'll be out. This is Macktube, and yeah, let me set this up. Peace. Okay, guys, like I said, I was gonna show you a clip of Salo. This is how it looks on the TV. Sorry, the quality looks kind of bad, but yeah, that's the main menu right there. And I was thinking of what form of clip to show you, because there's so many sick clips in this movie. But I was able to find a clip of a scene that I felt really reflected how the theme and how the course of the movie was going to turn out. And it's the scene I was talking about. It's the scene where where the children and the teenagers first enter the home of the you know, the authority members of the military people or whatever. And this is where they enter the home to be tortured and or used and become slaves basically of these people. And basically it's the head guy, the Duke, telling them what they're in store for. And yeah, I'm gonna play the clip, man. Basically, before I play it, I just want to mention that other war movies, kind of like Life is Beautiful and you know, Schindler's List and stuff like that, movies that really tell you how bad the war was, World War II, it kind of, you know, I would kind of put this with that, but at the same time, this really has nothing to do with politics or anything like that. It's just how evil certain people was, how power corrupts people. And yeah, this movie really goes to the extremes to show you how bad it is and how important it is not to let people in power that are so corrupt. And basically, I'm gonna play the clip for you. And this is when the kids, like I said, they round up children, they steal them from their families, and they brought them to this castle where they're forced to stay, and they're basically slaves to the people of the castle. And the people in the castle, like I said, are like people involved in the military, not military necessarily, but the people in the war. And here it is. I'm out. Just read what he says.
Creature incatenate, destinate al nostro piacere. Spero non vi siate illusi di trovare qui la ridicola libertà concessa dal mondo esterno. Siete fuori dai confini di ogni legalità. Nessuno sulla terra sa che voi siete qui. Per tutto quanto riguarda il mondo, voi siete già morti. Ed ecco le leggi che regoleranno qui dentro la vostra vita. Puntualmente alle 6 tutta la compagnia dovrà riunirsi nella sala detta delle orge, dove le narratrici a turno si siederanno a raccontare ognuna una serie di racconti su un tema particolare. Gli amici possono interrompere in qualunque punto e tutte le volte che lo vorranno.